Today's a big day. We've finally bought a vehicle to use the motor out of to go into Lazarus, the 60 series. We bought it through an auction house. We have no idea whether the bloody thing will even start. First, we got to go and get the trailer, pick up James, and we head 3.5 hours north just to get it home. Oh, I hope this turns out all right. So I logged into Pickles Online, I created an account, and we went bidding.
What am I bodging? Oh, well, a 60 series Landcruiser. But the good news is, me and you'll be working together. The bad news is we've got a lot of work. Oh my God. See what happens when I'm not here?
I know.
Looks cheap.
It won't be cheap. Although the panel beat is pretty cheap. That's it. Hope it starts.
So do I.
This was your choice. This is the end of our friendship, maybe.
Maybe.
So, James did pick this one and we went for it, so we all were a little bit nervous. This is the reaction when we saw that the car started. Yes!
Win! We had a winner! Winner, chicken dinner! I was worried.
That's a good sign. James, we can still be friends.
We are friends.
Look at it. It's healthy as. Sounds good.
Does.
Sounds real good. Righto, straighten up there. Just dead straight. That's perfect, mate. Yeah, you'll be right.
That'll do there, won't it?
Awesome. It's very exciting. Outstanding. Here we go. Don't want anyone to steal it.
Righto, let's go.
Let's send it.
Send it.
Cool. Well, we're off to the pub now and we can still be friends.
We can still be friends. It was a winner.
It was a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Seems really healthy so far. Obviously, we'll get home, check for blow-by, and maybe back it into the shed and do a burnout.
No, not them types of them.
True.
You can sell them.
Right, let's go to the pub.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're not gone yet, you'll be right. Go your own way. Well, we finally got home yesterday afternoon. It turned into a bloody long day and then the beers were flowing, obviously. A few mates come round, you get a new project home and that's just what happens. But really need to introduce it properly now. So we've got an Isuzu D-Max. It's a 2011 model, obviously with the 3-litre turbo diesel 4JJ1 engine and 4-speed automatic. The car's got 195,000 kilometres on it, which is not too bad for these things. We have picked this engine because of its reliability, the performance it can have once tuned. Pretty easy package to work on. They're a smaller package than what currently was in the 60 series, so getting it in there should be easier. This 08 to 2012 sort of model also come in a Holden Colorado. It's exactly the same engine, however they do use a different computer. It's a Delphi computer, which is a Holden part. These run their own Isuzu computer, and the guy that's going to come and help us do the conversion has a harness to suit the Isuzu platform. So we stuck with the D-Max, and it has taken us quite a bit of time just to find the right vehicle. You know, distance from home, the right amount of kilometres, the right amount of damage. So this is a stat write-off vehicle. This can never be registered again. But as far as a stat write-off goes, it's not too bad. So, you know, you can say, well, You know, there's no engine mounts broken or anything like that, because you don't get to test drive these vehicles, you don't get to start these vehicles. You bid for them online, and I was really shitting myself. So it ended up costing us $2,300 for the vehicle, which is a pretty good price. By the time you add fees, diesel to go and pick it up, hiring a trailer from U-Haul, we're looking at just over $3,000 landed in my driveway. So if we had done all that, got home, hit the key, and it didn't start, it would have been really quite a shit day. But I'm happy to say that with a couple of little things that we diagnosed, it's nice and healthy. So the car has had a few accessories put in it before, one of those being a pillar pod. Now, I'd say it was kind of a younger fella's car. If you're going to put a pillar pod in, the first gauge a young fella will put in is a boost gauge, of course. Now, when they've pulled all that out, obviously after it got crashed and he's lost his pride and joy, he has cut the boost line. So that threw a code straight away, got an engine light on, and I'm like, oh no, there's something wrong with this car. But it was an easy fix. We plugged that back in, and touch wood, that it was about the only thing we could find wrong with it so far. Everything else points to it being pretty well maintained. It's a really dry engine. There's no engine oil leaks or anything like that. So we're really pumped. Yeah, I just can't wait to get it out and get it into the 60, because it actually drives a lot better than I was expecting. Let's take a good look around the old D-Max here. Oh, I'm just excited, I really am. Okay, you see most of the damage is just in the front end here. It's had quite a light hit, really. It's quite superficial, the damage. We've got some pretty decent tyres, full brush bars and side steps. A really dodgy awning there. Tonneau cover. It's just not a bad ute in general. We got really lucky. Tow bar. So obviously once I'm finished with this car, as in stripping it for the motor, we will sell the rest of the vehicle. But yeah, it's nice and healthy. Sounds like a little truck. That's a 4J thing. They're not overly quiet engines. We've got a big aftermarket head unit in there. The old Outback Accessories roof console. We got some various 60 series Landcruiser parts. We have definitely started stripping that. The main thing for us is that engine is healthy, starts and sounds really nice. 195,000 Ks, I'm not kidding myself, there will be maintenance in the future. These things are known to do 400,000 if you do look after them, and we will probably also turn up the wick a little bit and get it tuned. We're bloody excited about this, and it really is the next big step in the 60 series Landcruiser build, and we're flat out into that. We are really starting to pull that thing apart. The motor is out as of yesterday, and we're in talks with the special guest that's going to come and help us fit this into the 60 series. And as far as I know, I don't think a 4JJ1 has ever been put into the 60 series platform, and I think it is the perfect match. There's so much room under the bonnet for this little motor. It'll be a neater under bonnet experience as opposed to what was in it. The 3F that we pulled out is so antiquated and complicated with vacuum lines, and what a nightmare. So I'm really looking forward to getting this under the bonnet and seeing how it all looks. And we'll probably keep the engine cowl, make it look like an Isuzu motor. So when you lift the bonnet, you'll be like, well, what's going on here? Very excited for that. We are dead set, stuck into it now. The 60 series is going off to panel and paint to get the body primed, so we can do all the engine bay now because the motor's out. So stay tuned for some really good content on the 60 series, guys. Don't forget, head across to smarttouringsystems.com.au. We've got a heap of cool merch over there. We're going to have some hoodies coming out very shortly as well. It's cold, it's winter, it's time for a hoodie, and we've got a pretty cool design for that, so we're excited about that one as well. In the name of the Isuzu D-Max, their slogan is go your own way. Don't forget, you do only live once, so go your own way. See you next time.